File. All right, happy Monday. So funny thing today, I I saw a picture of this was a couple weeks ago when they were announcing this ring, whatever they call it, double down or something like that. These rings together, right? And I think they were together. I may have been making it up, that may not have even been a thing. But anyway, I put all three of these rings on and I walked outside to take a picture. And when I came back in, I started trying to figure out, well, what's my caption? And then I wrote something about three rings, and I thought, well, that sounds like a three-ring circus. So I started talking about, is your money like a three-ring circus? Yeah, pretty much. So this is my three-ring circus right here. There you go. There you have it.
Pretty.
You can do it
That
too.
was a good post. I like that post.
I don't know where these things come from. Every now and again, I get like a good one. I get a good one. So, all right, let me go ahead and I'm going to share my screen, which is always a little scary because I usually have too many things up on my screen that nobody really needs to be bothered with. Okay, here we go. All right, can you see there we go. Can you see this?
I'm gonna get something
Yes.
to.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, awesome. So, and there we go. We stopped that. The nonsense. All right. So, I didn't know what this conversation was going to be like when I walked in, and then when I started diving in, I realized it was exactly what I needed. I didn't even know I needed this, and I'm thinking that you're probably going to feel the same way once we go through all of it. And this is just more of a discussion. It's not going to be a long lecture or anything, but I thought each of the slides was really useful and helpful. And the concept of sponsoring. So she asked us the question, what comes to mind when you hear the word sponsoring? So I'll ask you that question, and you can unmute and answer. What comes to mind? Like, be honest.
Impossible.
Good one.
What to say?
What to say? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. What else?
I'm not trying to sound negative when I say this.
Yeah.
Pushy.
Yeah. Great. Okay.
She
Definitely.
doesn't have it. She probably doesn't have an interest.
Yep.
Mhm.
Sure. Sure. And so then with all those thoughts, what happens?
Nothing.
You don't do it.
We don't do
Yeah,
it.
we talk ourselves out of
Do
it.
it.
Mhm.
Exactly. So Michelle's point is that mindset is basically a script that we tell ourselves. So think about it that way. A mindset is a script we tell ourselves. It's something that we believe is true, something that we assume is true, or we know to be true. Maybe we think it's true. We assume it's true. So her point was we're going to rethink the way we approach inviting others to join us. All right, here we go. The stories we tell ourselves. I love this. This was so good. Common mindset blocks. These were really important. Who wants to read the first one? Go ahead. Read it
I don't
out.
want to be pushy.
Yeah. Who wants to read the second one?
No one wants to do what I do.
Right. The third one is really important.
I'm not successful enough.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I hear
Yeah.
it constantly. How about the fourth one?
They already said no.
Yep. Anybody ever thought like this about any one of these? Has
Mm-hmm.
anybody thought
Yeah.
all four of them? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Got it. Okay, so we're all on the same page. This is our mindset. This is a script in our brain that we tell ourselves. All right, so let's talk about this. So her perspective was, what if it's a script and we wrote it, can we rewrite it?
Mhm.
And her examples were, I don't want to pressure people, flipping it out loud to, I invite people to opportunities. I invite people to take advantage of Touchstone's opportunity. Or I'm not successful enough. and turn that into people will want to grow alongside of me. People will want to grow because I am growing. Rethinking the actual scenario. As opposed to diving right to the negative, at least take it to the middle so that it's a net neutral. So that was the example that she gave us. And so here she says, rewriting the script. She wanted us to share a limiting belief and reframe it to an empowering one. So let's start with the I don't want to pressure people one. So that's the limiting belief. If I wanted to reframe that to an empowering one, so I take it from I don't want to pressure people, and instead, I know I want to sponsor, I know I want to grow my team, I don't want to pressure people, so instead I want to, what? What would it be? I like to,
See people success.
no,
See people succeed, change, make new friendships, I guess. That's how I look at it.
okay,
Friendships. I don't want to pressure people. I just want to make new friends.
okay,
I don't know.
okay.
I want to include and welcome them.
Ooh,
Okay.
well,
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't want to pressure people. So you switch that to I want to include and welcome them. Okay. How about I am not successful enough? Oh, I hear that so often and it literally breaks my heart. I am not successful enough. What's the truth about this statement? This is about who,
It's about us, not them.
right? Yeah. That's a really important component right there, Carol. If we feel we're not successful enough, first of all, we have to ask ourselves, well, what would successful enough look like then for me to sponsor? So if you've had that, let me ask a question. Let's break that one down. I'm not successful enough. Okay. Answer this for me. How successful would you need to be in order to sponsor? In order to feel confident sponsoring? Can you label it? Can you say what that would be?
Don't hate me for saying this. Consistently, right? I'm using that word from the
Ooh,
weekend.
yeah.
Consistently, um, let's just even set the goal for a low amount, $1,000 a month, consistently in
Okay.
sales.
Okay. So that would give you the felt freedom to that you are to say I'm successful enough as therefore I can now sponsor people. Would that, Lisa, would that take away that? No.
I would wish that, yes.
Well, let me
Yeah,
ask.
this
Okay,
is,
so let me
it's
ask.
totally me because I
No,
say
no,
it all the time.
that's okay.
I'm no Amy Quinzer.
No, I'm not.
But how did Amy Quinzer
And you're right.
sponsor all those people?
That's
Yep.
what I
Yep.
want to know too.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
I just want to say something about Amy Quinzer.
yeah,
When I went to, this ties in. I
yeah.
went to the train station when I was leaving the conference, and I was like struggling with my bag because I couldn't get it on. It was just a mess. And I probably would have struggled anyway, but I was really struggling. She swooped in and grabbed my suitcase and was like, honey, I got this. I'm going to put it on the train for you. I'll know where you're sitting. If we're not sitting together, I'll come get it for you. I mean, she had everything. She told the guy I sat with to take care of her friend. Anyway, and I told my boyfriend, and he goes, that's why she's one of the top sellers.
Yeah, right.
Because she's thought about you and she didn't even think, oh, I don't want to bother her. I don't want to make her feel weird. She just swooped in and did it. And I was like, oh my God, you're so smart, Brent. And I didn't change my outlook. And I haven't rewritten the script yet, but
That's okay.
it made me think.
Uh-huh.
And so it seemed like a good time to bring that up because she was just great. And like, she wasn't like the top seller helping some poor schlub that hasn't sold anything in months, right? She just was nice. And she was just really nice and genuinely helpful. So
And
anyway,
who was she thinking about?
she was thinking about me, not her. I mean,
Eh,
she had a gigantic suitcase. I mean, look
right.
at her. She's beautiful. She has a lot of stuff. And she had a humongous suitcase. I was like, you
Yeah.
can't carry this too. That's crazy.
So
But she
so
did.
so did she stop to think, ooh, I don't know if I'm good enough to help her. I don't know if I'm good enough at getting on trains to help her. What did she do?
Put Carol first.
Put
She
Carol
just went
first.
ahead and did it without
Yeah.
even thinking.
Didn't think.
And she didn't make me feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like I
That's
was
really
a little
special.
embarrassed, but she didn't. That was me. That wasn't her.
But there was
You know
no
what I mean?
hesitation. Yeah, she didn't go back and forth with you going, oh, Carol, do you want me to grab this for you? Should I do this?
No, or look at you, poor
And
lady. You got no hair. But yeah.
that's where it
I
gets
didn't mean to
awkward
interrupt you.
when you don't do something with confidence, or at least pretend.
So true. So
Well,
true.
she does things from the heart.
She does.
Do things from the heart. That makes things a lot easier because you care about everybody around you. You put everybody around you first, not yourself.
Exactly. And so this is where when you reframe the I'm not successful enough, the reframing becomes I know successful people in this company and I want my friends to be that successful.
Mm-hmm.
Who have you just taken out of the equation?
That's, myself.
Yes,
So,
right. Exactly.
I
Does-
think along the lines of not being successful enough for me, I'm like, oh, I don't know enough. Like if they have questions, I'm not going to be able to help. And so,
Right.
but what I realized from conference is like nobody has all the answers.
No.
And this group that has kind of come from the conference that we're, on Messenger has been really
Mhm.
helpful in that. So it's kind of taken that stigma out. And there's always someone I can reach out to. Like when I was talking to someone over the weekend about sponsoring, you and Patricia like immediately got back to me and told me what I needed to know. And then I moved forward. So,
Yeah.
and if you guys aren't available, I could, we could reach out to the Messenger.
You have a whole team. That's I think the beauty of this is that if you don't know something, and I promise you, there's something you don't know, or probably 10 things we don't
There's
know.
a lot.
We always have people. There's a lot we don't know. But come on, how do we learn things?
Exactly.
How do we learn things? And why do we think that we're supposed to know everything before we can help somebody else?
Well, and that could be part of the allure too.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know everything. You don't have to know everything. So
Duplicatable. Duplicatable.
don't you think sometimes when you're struggling with your business, whether it's talking to people or booking your social events or you start getting down and you feel like, why do I want to recruit somebody if I'm struggling?
Sure.
They're going to struggle. And how am I going
Right.
to paint this beautiful picture
Yeah.
about how easy and fun it is
Yeah.
when I'm struggling?
Right.
That's exactly what I think too.
Yeah,
It's
instead
true.
of stepping back and saying, I know this person, just like what we just said, that are very successful. I'm trying to learn that. I can teach her what I'm about to learn. It's a gift. So let's do it. I'm going to wrap it in a big bow, and it's going to say Touchstone on it, and let's try it. I think all of us get in that situation.
Absolutely. Yes, 100%. And I've told you all, I've been very honest over the years that I fire myself 3 times a week. So you know
I'm
that
fired.
it is Amy Quinzer fires herself 3 times a week. So does Lori Kelly.
I'm fired.
You're fired.
I'll
And
be back next month.
we'll be back. I'll see you in a couple of days. But that's
Yep.
but
Yep.
everybody takes it, so we always have to sign back up again. But so this is the thing, this is where we have to decide that it's not about me, it's about her and what she can bring to the table. And with her special talents and abilities and with her special need and the things that she needs in her life, she's going to write her own script with Touchstone. The ground is level at Touchstone. Anybody can pick up the same basket and do what they want with that basket. Now, Do I have some days and months and years that are easier than others? Absolutely. Do I have some that are harder than others? Absolutely. Do I grind to a halt sometimes? 100%. That's normal. That doesn't mean that people can't come in and do a great thing with this business. Doesn't mean that at all. So the I'm not successful enough, we have to figure out a way to decide that it's actually not about us. It's about what we not what we can do with it, it's what can she do with it. And that's on her, right? And my success and failure is not a predictor of hers because we are two different people. Very important not to project our own sense of inadequacy on anybody else. Super important. Okay, what about I don't want to be pushy? Let's talk about that one. What does pushy mean? Somebody tell me that.
I don't know, because I don't feel that way.
I don't want to bother
I
people.
know you don't. What does it mean to be pushy? Give me an example.
Like if somebody says they're not interested, you keep at them, and don't give them a break. That's pushy.
Don't give them a break. Okay, that's
Hmm.
good. Hold on to that thought because we're talking
Okay.
about that two lines down, but that's a wonderful distinction. I appreciate that one, Nancy. What
Makes me
about,
feel pushy,
yeah. So pushy, give me an idea of what pushy is, say in another setting that's not Touchstone. What's when have you been pushy or when has somebody been pushy with you?
Oh my
Think
gosh, a
someone
used
into
car
doing
salesman,
Yeah.
right? I mean, seriously, when you
Okay.
go to buy a car,
Huh.
they want you to buy all these extra things and you feel like you need to shower afterwards. Like it's
It's
smarmy,
skeevy.
right?
It
And it's
is.
aggressive and
Mhm.
it's yucky.
Aggressive. Okay,
Yeah.
aggressive. Hold that word because that's really good. Aggressive. So maybe we don't mean pushy, actually. Maybe what we really mean is aggressive. That's a great word. Yeah.
Yeah, if somebody knows you, they'll be like, "Oh, she sells jewelry. I shy away. She's gonna try to sell me that jewelry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you don't want to put people on
You're
the spot.
nice." Yeah.
Okay, well, set that aside too for a second. So let me ask you this. In Touchstone, describe what it would mean to be pushy. Debbie, you're disqualified.
I know. So much I want to say. I'm
Because
I can't afford it right now. They see like most just going back around to my past customers, that's like it's not in the budget, and this and that.
right.
And I'm like, well, we don't put you on a mailing list. I mean, just letting you know, but that's like they know, now I've been advertising it. It's like some people aren't just into jewelry, and that's fine.
That's different.
So I have to find new customers, and I don't want to seem like I'm just like waiting for a sale.
What about with the business side of things? I don't want to be pushy with regard to talking
Um,
about the business.
getting to $100 for the half price, I've learned that you can build up to that, because that's kind of a pushy thing, like,
Hmm.
to get to that 100 to get that next half piece off, then it seems too expensive.
Hmm.
I think when I read this, it's not really about pushy and taking people a little further than they want to be. I don't want people to avoid me because they think I'm going to try to sell them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. But
Well, I
let's
kind of think also in parties, though, when people see you and they just they expect you to ask them for a date. And I just feel that they feel that I'm pushy because I want to book a party with them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What
And
about,
usually when that happens, it's not a good party because they just do it because they want to do it and get it over with.
oh, the 100%. Let's move that the concept of pushy though in because remember we're talking about bringing people onto your team.
Okay.
I don't want to be pushy about bring people onto my team about sponsoring.
Okay.
What would pushy look like as far as sponsoring goes?
not being quiet. You need to listen to them and what
Uh-huh.
they're saying.
Oh,
If you're not listening and you
Okay.
keep talking,
okay.
to me, that's being pushy.
Okay.
You talk about a used car salesman, you keep saying, no, I'm not interested. No, I'm not interested. And they
Right.
keep talking. That is being pushy. So
Sure.
when we zip it up and we listen to what
Uh-huh.
they're saying,
I like it.
then we're not being pushy.
I
So
like
if we
it.
listen, then we always can come back and say, I totally understand. How
Mhm.
about if I get back in touch with you in 6
Mhm.
weeks?
Okay.
That's legit, and that's not being
Mhm.
pushy. That's
Right.
coming from the heart. You've
Right.
got something to offer, and you're excited about it.
Right.
That's
Right.
not being pushy. That's being honest, upfront, and from the heart.
So here's what I've observed over all these years is that and Debbie, you're probably the one um you're probably the one person I would exclude from this statement that I've ever met. But my statement is if you're worried about being pushy, you never will be. The people who will be pushy are the ones for whom it never occurs to them to worry about it. Now, Debbie, like I said, I exclude you from that.
Yeah.
Right. I exclude you from that. Um, if we don't want to be pushy, if we're really worried about that, I can promise you right now, you will never be pushy, but you know what you will be? Too afraid to bring it up. Because those are two different things. Offering dessert to somebody at the dinner table is simply a question. It's simply an invitation. And they might say no because they've already had too much dinner, but I won't know unless I offer it, right? I'm not doing my job unless I offer everything that's on the menu. So the concept of pushy is something that we really need to reevaluate because I think we use it as a crutch. Oh, I don't want to be pushy. No, if you actually do want to build a team and you actually really do want to get to 40%, earning 40%
Mhm.
instead of 25%, and have the
Mhm.
joy of helping women build a business, which is the most important component, then this idea of I don't want to be pushy and therefore I do nothing has got to go away. And that's where we're going to try to rewrite that. I don't want to be pushy. Instead, I make sure I ask really good questions to unlock what that person might be thinking. Okay. All right. Next one. No one wants to do what I do. Okay. Let me ask you a question. How many of you are mind readers? Okay. Nobody. I didn't think so. All right. Let me ask another question. If somebody doesn't say something to you about the business, does that mean they're not interested? Is
Mm-mm.
it possible that they might be interested and haven't said a word to you? Is it possible that they've been carrying around an interest, a curiosity for a long time, but have never said a word to you? Have you ever carried around an interest or a curiosity about something and never said a word to anybody else about it?
Me?
What would it be like to?
Yes, after my first Touchstone party I attended.
Right. It is a misnomer. No one wants to do what I do. So how do we rewrite that script? How about I have no way of knowing what somebody wants? I have no way of knowing what somebody wants. Because here I'm making a huge assumption. You know what assumption is, right? We all know about the word assume. Instead of no one wants to do what I do, you got to flip that to I have no way of knowing what anybody wants. No way of knowing. Ever, ever, because I can't read their minds. So the last one, I really love this one. This I've had conversations with some of you about this. No, she already said no 2 years ago when she hosted a party. I'm not going to ask her again. Come on. She already said no. Wait, let me ask you. Has anybody's life changed in the last 3 months in your, anybody
Oh,
here?
yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Anybody's life changed in the last 6 months? Anybody's life changed in the last year? Okay. Things that you said no to 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, might you say yes to now because something's different?
Mhm.
Right. Okay, so they already said no is also an excuse. Now, there are ways of handling it, which was, you know what? Oh my gosh, Debbie, I know you told me no a couple years ago, and I totally got it. But you listen, I'm going to bring it up again because I know women's lives change constantly, right? That's legit. That is legit. And that's caring about her and not about myself. And going, oh, I'm too scared. She already said no. She might bite me. They're not biting us when they
It
say
feels like it
no.
though. It feels like they're biting.
They are so not biting.
They don't like me. I don't
Oh
know.
my gosh, no, that's not true at all. It isn't true at all. So here's the thing. Notice
I've been
what I typed at the bottom was practice every single day to eliminate the limiting beliefs. Snap a picture of this screen
okay.
right now on your
All
phone.
right.
And I want you to look at this every day and reframe it, rewrite it for yourself. How you're flipping the switch for yourself on these 5 statements. I don't want to be pushy. So therefore, I ask lots of great questions so that it's all about her. I'm not successful enough. I love helping find out how other women can succeed in this business. You got to change, you've got to turn these things into what actually is true because these are not true. Super important. And you've got to do it every day because it's going to take, I hate to tell you this, it's not 19 days or 21 days, it's actually 63 days before you can actually change your all the brain waves. So
I'm gonna put it on a Post-it note on my mirror.
I love
I'm gonna
that.
try that
That's such a
because I
good
really need. I do have 2 ladies for the signing up for the kit tomorrow night, and then so I am gonna have some people. So I'm in 2 ladies,
wonderful.
and then yeah, so I'm excited. So I'm kind of like going for this thing here. They're
I
gonna.
can't wait to
It's a,
help you with that.
it's my cousin and her friend of 16 years. They're going to do it together. So I am going to jump in and just get them signed up and
Okay.
see what happens. I don't know.
Nancy, if Patricia and I can help you with a phone call
Okay.
or Zoom with
Okay.
you ladies, that would be our complete pleasure.
I'll be with my cousin Freddie, who just moved back from Wyoming, and she's going to attend. I've got her signed up for tomorrow night, and it's already a go.
Yep.
And I already have a screenshot from her friend of 16 years she's 44, and they're going to do it together, and
That's
they've
so
got
fun.
some kind of a system. So I'm just going to, give them the stuff, and I'll just work through it. But I could have 2 people like this week and then getting on the 4th with onboarding.
Yeah.
And then I also have an order going in, so I will be active. I just had I've been pounding the pavement. And I think with these 2 girls, they're younger.
Yeah.
They're more technically savvy, and she loves the jewelry. And I think my cousin she never said anything to me until she came back and she said, I want to do it.
Oh, good.
So I'm like, well, give it a try. I said, give it a try through December. It's a holiday season, perfect time to start. We can get your catalogs, we can get your kit. And then I'm going to help you with your launch party right down the street. And just said, you don't have to rush. We're not going to rush through it. But I gave her all the, start stuff. So this is it's been a year and 6 months. And
it does take. Yeah.
People are starting to notice me, and people are starting to, come around a little bit, So if I get these 2 girls, then I think, well, that'll just keep going. You're just kind of like, hey, here's the opportunity. When I told her, if you sell 5 ice bracelets, you're going to make $32 a bracelet. And that's, what is that? 100 and, well, I figured it out. It's like, if you sell 5 of them, you're going to make $132, right? That made sense to her.
Okay.
And I said, if you sell 5 Chanels, that would be something I'd want you to, think about money-wise if you're looking to make that and start earning right away. So I want to get her started right away, but she does have that 60 new day, thing, but we're going to have to work together. But I've got 2 gals, Betsy.
Congratulations.
So, thank you. I worked very hard on that the last couple weeks.
That's great.
Yeah. So
Patricia,
it'll
I
be
would love
Nicole. They used to be Scentsy girls.
Uh-huh.
They used to sell the crap out of it.
Okay.
And they loved it. So they've got that. So I'm thinking, I told them, just in short, I told them about, this is what it looks like if you sell 5 ice bracelets. This is like the monetary. And if you can build on that, look at the rest of the stuff in the catalog. And then I said, it's $14 a month for the back office. And every 3 months, you must make a sale, of $1 or more, I think it is. Or is it 3 months or something with no sales? Something, I don't know.
So,
What is that?
so Nancy, just real quickly too, before we move on, I want to tell you, as soon as I see their names come through,
Yep.
I'll be contacting them to
Okay.
welcome them to the team also.
Okay. All right.
So you know that
So
you've
I'm
got-
not going to get too far into it. I just want to
Yep.
give you a heads up that my hands are
Great.
sweating right now. My hands are sweating.
That's
I'm going to
awesome.
sign up 2 people, and these
That's
girls
amazing.
are younger. They're not 58. I'm so excited because my cousin is kind of starting a new life back here. So she's very bubbly and vivacious, and she has a way with people, and she has a lot of networks I don't have. So I'm excited. So we'll be side to side tomorrow night, and Nicole and her and I will be on the call.
Wonderful. So we'll
Yep. So anyways, going back to this, it's not that like being pushy, but when I said to her, this is the money, I said, if I sell 5 ice bracelets, that's what I'm going to make. And that's what I try to do. But, she likes all the ads I do and all that stuff. I said, but really, that's not getting me, it's getting me attention. But when she and her told her girlfriend, hey, do you want to do this together? And we can even put some of this in your store up in northern Wisconsin in Reedsburg. So I'm just going to let them do that. Like you said, just offer them that. I just said, okay, this is step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and you don't have to worry about anything right now. Go ahead and poke around the website. We'll do the call tomorrow night. Then we'll talk a little bit afterwards. And on the 4th, we'll get you buying your kit, and I can at least get that all started. And
Well,
then
and
the 4th is
and
what
hey,
I'll need
hey,
help with.
Hey Nancy, can I interrupt you? How about if you and I take this one offline?
Yeah.
'Cause I actually have another idea for you instead.
Okay.
That rather than having them wait and that.
Yeah, but it ties into this.
Let's-
I'm really
let's-
nervous about signing up my first people.
I know.
And I'm sure other people feel that way. Like when you
Absolutely.
actually get, this is like my first go.
Your first go at it. Yeah.
And I already told Deb, so Deb is right there with me, Deb Severson, but Patricia doesn't know yet. So some things are going to happen, but we can get back to this and go offline. But I just wanted to give you a heads up. I'm going to need some help.
Gotcha.
And we're going to get them. And we're going to get these young girls going. These
That's
younger
really fun.
Oh, Nancy, I'm glad they're young.
44. My cousin's birthday is today. I made
Okay,
cupcakes.
that's good. Awesome.
He's at
Okay.
bingo.
All right. So let's
All right.
that is a wonderful parenthesis in this training. I love
I
hearing
hope it helps somebody too, that,
That's
you
beautiful.
can get real nervous about these things, but it's appropriate for what we're talking about.
So what sponsoring actually is it's not selling, right?
I know.
Here's what's really interesting is that when I was a lot younger and in my first company, I really thought that sponsoring, if I could just be sunshining enough, if I could just tell her enough, if I could just, have all the information and talk fast enough and smile enough, that they would all want to join me, right? High end, optimistic and all that. So what sponsoring actually is, it's not selling, it's offering a gift. And this is the hard part, is that we make all those assumptions on that previous page, but yet we keep it to ourselves, and it may be that you would say to yourself, well, has not been life-changing for me, but the reality is it could be life-changing for the next person. And so what my note down here to myself was, are you a selfish person? Because there are times when I don't say something also, but I realize that it's me being selfish. It's me not thinking about that other person. Okay. So mindset reframes. We were talking about this, how we want to shift those 5 negatives to 5 positives instead. So shift it from I'm bothering them to I'm offering something valuable, reframing it, or I need a recruit, shifting it to someone needs what I have. So instead of I'm bothering them and I need a recruit, to I'm offering something valuable and somebody needs what I have. It really is all, and these are not one-to-one correlations, but we have to have affirmations that we know are true, and we have to say them often to ourselves and read them often to them and read them to ourselves often. So I wrote down here at the bottom, everyone needs something. Everyone needs something. Who needs this? Who can I impact? And the most important part is it's my job to offer, it's their job to decide. They don't know what they don't know. Yes, they know I sell the jewelry. They don't know that they could sell the jewelry. It's not the same thing. Just because I do it doesn't mean that they fully understand that they could do it too. And so it is my job to offer and their job to decide, because TDK, WTDK, they don't know what they don't know. So she said, if you're feeling stuck, try this. Mindset reset tools. She said, gratitude, grounding. So in other words, I'm thankful for this, I'm thankful for that. The second is borrow belief. So what does that mean? It means call me and I will instill belief in you about yourself. And I will say, you're welcome to borrow my belief in you until you have your own. Okay. And maybe it's your sister, maybe it's Michelle and Lisa, do it for each other. Maybe it's different ones if you do it for each other, but you can borrow belief from another person that you can do this if that's what you need to do. Affirmation reset. I don't remember what that is. Oh, I think the affirmation reset is constantly go over these affirmations that you will be rewriting. And then micro momentum. We were talking about this together, which is a little bit of success goes a long way. When you when you say something about the business to one person, it gives you not only the energy and momentum to offer to another, but it also gives you a brain experience that was not bad, right? It gives you a neutral or positive brain experience so that you're more willing to do it again. Does that make sense? That's the micro momentum. All right. If you're feeling stuck, she said, here's what you say. And you might want to take another picture of this one. The affirmation reset. I have something valuable to offer. I share it with courage and confidence. The right people are waiting for me. I have something valuable to offer. I share it with courage and confidence. The right people are waiting for me. As opposed to those other 5 things, or however many other things that our brains come up with. But you can snap a picture of this one if you want to grab this one. And then write it down and write it in your own hand on paper so that you've got that. Do you need more time? Okay. I have something
Thank you.
valuable to offer. I share it with courage and confidence.
Thank you.
The right people are waiting for me. And then at the end, we did some role playing. We practiced inviting someone to partner with you at Touchstone. We won't do this tonight because we're going to be diving into 2 other quick topics. You know, some of the sample openers, you might want to take a picture of this one. I thought of you because, or you mentioned wanting flexibility, or I'm growing my team. And, so I was on a call today with Sarah Robbins. I was on my mastermind with Sarah Robbins, and we were talking about leadership development and how we attract people to our teams. And we were discussing the concept of approaching people who are already successful in what they are currently doing, not in direct selling, but in other, whatever their field is, whether it's medicine or business or marketing or advertising or, accounting, whatever they are already successful in. If they're successful and optimistic and happy people, those are people that we really want to do business, that we really want to join our team, whether they are customers or not. And so that was one of my challenges for you, is to think outside of the box. Who are the women that you just really admire? They're probably not even customers yet. Maybe they've never done business with you, but they're really good at what they do in other things. Maybe they have their own business. Maybe they work for somebody else and they're at the top of their game. Maybe they have a couple businesses. But the reality is, it is legit to go to those people and say, I'm growing my team at Touchstone and our company is growing. And we're owned by Swarovski. And I'm looking for people like you, even though you don't have any experience in what I do. Would you ever be interested in looking and taking a look at this and talking to me about what I do, about our company? All you can do is offer. We don't know what people need. And that would be the hardest ever kind of approach. But the funny thing is, you're going to get some people saying, yeah, I'd be open to a conversation. And that's where that's when the fun really begins. So the question is that she left us with, what will I do differently in my mindset to give myself a different result? And my answer was, I'm going to systematize my opener. I'm going to find a way to bring it up. And I'm going to offer it to everyone that I talk to about the jewelry. I'm going to keep bringing it up. Because if I wait for them to, well, what's going to happen? Nothing. And I'm going to stay stuck, right? So she issued us a challenge, invite 3 people to take a look at Touchstone. But what I want to challenge you to do is invite 3 people to jump on the call tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. It's the Meet Touchstone call. And Kay and Michelle do it. It's really, really, it's a very good call. And I highly recommend, if you've not been on it, that you get on it too. But I want to challenge you to invite 3 people to jump on it. Nancy, you've got a couple of people.
I've got 2, Nicole and
Got
Freddie,
you.
Freddie, Freddie Bamacher and Nicole Carlson.
And
Mhm.
Jill has a couple of people who she's
Okay.
talking to. Some others of you I know. And I think the key to remember is, when I ask, I open the door to abundance for me
Mhm.
and for others. And that's really
I'm just so feel like I'm being blessed after all my hard work and just keeping on and keeping on and keeping on. And people are starting to notice that this is a longer
Yeah.
thing. So
not
let's
flashing,
see.
man. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. So you can put any comments in chat, things that were fun, things that are eye-opening, things that were like an ouch. I'm sure there were some ouches in there. That's all good. That's how we change and we grow. All right, let's dive in. I want to tell you about the Sparkle Success Squad. Who has been a part of Sparkle Success Squad in the past? Okay, a few of you. All right. Rena Medina actually reached group leader during this last Sparkle Success Squad push that we did. So congratulations. We love that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Love it. So we will be starting a new Sparkle Success Squad on August 11th. And it's a Monday night. I haven't figured out what the timing is going to be for the team versus leader call versus, Sparkle Success Squad. But the Sparkle Success Squad is basically to get people to leader for the first time, or if it's been a while. And I will be going back to the original premise of Sparkle Success Squad, where I pair you up with somebody, and we're going to have a different way of doing the pairings.
Okay.
And there is a Google Doc that I have created. I actually have to edit it one more time. And basically, it's an application to be a part of it. You will need to show that you've got some action for the month of August already in play. Parties booked, people, events that you're doing, things like that. Because that'll, I can't have everybody on. It's going to be for people who I know are in motion. And the goal being group leader by Halloween. That is the goal. So I will have the
Group leader.
The
I'll have to
Google
read.
Docs. Group leader is 3 team members that you sponsor personally.
Okay. So I just need one more.
And the beautiful thing is that when you're a group leader, you start earning 40% on your sales instead of 25 or 30%. So, and that's the kind of thing that we'll be talking about. But lots more details to come. I just want to let you know so that you have the official announcement that we're kicking it off again, and I'm super excited about it. So the last thing is talking about the Orlando event. And for those of you who don't care about the Orlando event, you're welcome to jump off. I appreciate you being on here. If it's not something that you'd want to fly down for, not everybody would want to. I totally understand that. And so if you want to jump off, but you're welcome to sit and listen if you want to as well. So this will be open.
I'm gonna jump off, guys.
Okay.
Bye.
See you later. Thanks for
Me
being on,
too.
sweetie.
Nice
Great
seeing you,
I'll see you
Robin.
all
You
the
too.
next
Bye,
one.
guys.
Bye.
See you soon.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye. So the Orlando event, we've done it different ways at different times. And this year, what we're looking at is including several elements. One is a full day of training, like a 9 to 5:30 training. It'll be on, a lot of it'll be on about social media, how to make a reel, how to post a story, things like that, to make sure that we all have some technological skills, that we come out of it with technological skills. And of course, we'll have a booking blitz while we're there, things like that. Lots of host coaching training, and so that'll be all for the actual day. So that'll be probably on a Sunday. At the moment, I'm looking at Sunday, October 12th, which is the weekend of Columbus Day, which worries me a little bit. But there is an advantage to it as well, because then the Monday is a holiday for a lot of people who are working, and that does make it a lot more flexible for some people. Not for Rena. She's like, not really. Right. A couple other elements that we're looking at including, and these are all very flexible elements, but including them nonetheless for those who are able to participate. If we stayed with that Sunday, October 12th meeting, wherever we hold it, but I have an idea, and I'll talk about location and everything when I stop giving you all the ideas. One is that the night before, we will, I'm sure, do a dinner of some kind for whoever is in town by that time, Saturday evening. But then I want to do a leader dessert at the cake shop on the boardwalk. It's brand new, bougie, gorgeous, fabulous. We dress up, fun kind of a thing, to go over to the cake shop. And my treat. And the qualifications will be get paid as a leader in August and September. And then you get to come to the special dessert, the leader dessert. And that would be on the Saturday night after the dinner. Now, another thing I'm thinking about, I'm working my way backwards. I'm sorry, and I know it feels awkward, but I'm working my way backwards on the timing. Saturday, I think we could do a photo shoot day, or a photo shoot period of time. So my sweet daughter Claire is out here over the weekend, and she's never had an interest in her jewelry. Every now and again there's a piece. Yeah, she likes it. But she was looking at the pieces that I had ordered in and said, oh, well, I wear that. Well, I would wear that too. Oh, Mom, there's some really nice jewelry now. I really like these. I'm like, at 16 years, knocked me over with a feather. My daughter's tastes have changed enough, and our line has changed enough that the two have now met in the middle, and she likes a lot of the jewelry. So I said, well, why don't we do a photo shoot? And I said, you decide what you want to wear. She goes, well, I brought 3 different tops, so we created these little outfits and stuff with the things that she liked. And that's, I've got like 10 different looks that we created. Well, it got me thinking. They turned out pretty well. Some of the pictures actually were decent, little video snips and stuff like that. Well, we could do that too. And the key is planning. But for those who could arrive, by early afternoon on that Saturday, and we have some looks, and we have some people who are really good at photography with their phones. That's all it takes to do little video snips. We could have a ton of fun and create a whole bank of photographs for our team to use on social media.
Yeah.
The rest of the
That's
fall.
awesome.
Wouldn't that be super cute? So I think that would be, I actually got the idea from my friend Tish, who is a top leader at Park Lane. She is a seven-figure earner at Park Lane.
I believe it.
That's what she does with her team twice a year. And it's an earned event that their people actually fly in to take part in, and they hire a professional photographer and do other things. So anyway, we won't do all of that, but this will be our first go at doing our own photo shoot together. And I think it would be really, really fun. And we can organize it. Then, again, working backwards, the Friday night is Mickey's Not So Scary. Rena's like, yes, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. It's so much fun.
Okay.
So, a few of us have done this already. We did it
Oh.
together. There were a
By
bunch
the
of us.
grace of God, I was able to do it
That
that
was a
year.
whole other story.
gonna
That was
try.
a whole other story.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see how if I can do that. We'll see. We got to earn it. So I need one more sponsor.
Super, super fun. So that event would be on the Friday night. That's a whole separate ticketed event. So for anybody who wants to play on Saturday, others of us would have done that on Friday night already. And then for people who want to stick around and play in the parks on Monday, even though it's a holiday, it might be a little busy. I can't fix that. And then fly back on Tuesday. So anyway, so that's kind of what we're looking at. Those are the elements involved. Now, a couple of other thoughts that I want you to think about. In the past, we have at times rented one of the Dolphin Suites, which has at the Swan and Dolphin, the Walt Disney World Dolphin, which is owned by like Marriott basically, and has a boardroom and a big sitting area. So I feel like Wendy, how many did we have that time during COVID? Did we have like 15 in there? Helena, you were there. I think we had 15. I forget. I think Helena just hopped off.
Do you mean that separate room,
Mm-hmm.
Betsy? The downstairs it was? I want to say there were a lot more than 15 because it wasn't at the time we had the round tables.
Oh no, that was a whole other one where we went over to
Oh,
the other
my
hotel.
bad. My bad.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
exactly right. We have done that. So
Yeah.
that's where if we're going to have 15 or under, we can do the boardroom. But if we're going to have over 15, then we got to start looking at meeting space, which is a whole other ball game. So that's where you'll have to pray for me for wisdom because I really don't know what, I don't know. And that's where I think we just need to make a plan and say, here's when we're doing this meeting and see how many we get. And that'll help me to gauge where to hold it. So that's what I'm looking at. The other angle, completely separate, and we've never done this before, is rent a big, huge house with 12 bedrooms and 18 beds and a huge kitchen and a huge, living room area, and everybody stays in the same place. They run $3,000 for 4 nights, kind of $4,000 for 4 nights kind of thing. So that's where we'd have to try to figure out, well, she's only staying 2 nights. Well, she's staying 3 nights. Like my brain explodes when I start thinking.
Hey, did they have any dorms available? Just joking. Just joking.
I need a
Project-
whole motel.
Yeah,
Sorry, I couldn't
that
resist.
leaves me out.
I agree. That
Listen,
was excellent.
I
The
would
best
be
thing is that
driving so I could
at least
pack
when they
step
give you-
stools for all
yeah,
of
at
us.
least when they give you sheets.
Right.
In the Airbnb, you get sheets and towels. Right? I know. Who knew?
Yeah, you weren't kidding about that towel either. Like the hand towel, the
Wasn't a
washcloth was a hand towel, and it was not much smaller than the bath towel.
Yeah.
And it was
Anyway,
thin. You
I'm
could hold
sorry.
it up and
I
see
couldn't
through it.
resist. I couldn't resist. But
That's really funny, Lisa.
when you're looking at the big picture,
Yeah.
I think that a lot of us that did stay in the dorms bonded a lot better
Good.
because we were all kind of there. And it was kind of like you were in college. Like we did our jewelry swap in our suite one night.
Yeah.
So a bunch of people came to our suite and we were so in that aspect it was very good.
That's really cute. I love that. I'm glad you could do that.
Oh my goodness.
That's really cute. So that's what we're thinking about. And I'm just curious to know if there are thoughts for those of you who have been to these before, or those of you who might like to come to something like this, just random, right out of the gate, thoughts, ideas, attitudes.
I've never been, so I don't have any ideas.
Okay.
We're trying.
Yeah.
Debbie Pickens.
Yes, girl. Me and Mickey don't get
OMG.
along.
You what?
Me and Mickey don't get along.
Oh, there's so much more there than just Mickey, though.
Oh, I know.
You don't
I
like
have
Mickey?
my Minnie.
And we could really, Betsy, you were talking about a photo shoot. Think
Yep.
about it. Think about how many fun pictures everybody took last weekend in Providence.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, you look at that, and I think that it's such a good start to everything. Like how many of us have our little wrist party, circle pictures?
Yeah.
We could have a lot of fun with that.
I stole it.
Yeah. That's good. That's what they're there for.
Yeah, I did. I stole yours too, Betsy.
Mhm.
Stole them all.
That's what it's there for. Yeah. That's great, Lisa. Thank you for that. What else? Other thoughts? Hotel versus house. Boardroom.
I will say one thing, it is kind of nice to have your own, be able to retreat to your own space from time to time. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's nice to be together, but it's also nice to have a little
Yeah.
separation at times.
Yeah.
And you know, the bathroom situation. I no, no. Um,
It's a situation.
do you want me to see Betsy? Although then we'd have to get transportation and stuff like that. Um, I can reach out to the girl who does my job in Orlando
Mhm.
and see if there are any spots she could think of where, like, I know this sounds random, but I put on lunches. I have 3 a month that I do for my new job. So I'm always looking for different places to have them.
Mhm.
And for example, Cantina Laredo, which is an amazing Mexican restaurant out here, they welcome us with open arms. I have a room that accommodates 50 people.
Mhm.
And technically we can have it as long as I want. Um, and it's not expensive. They don't charge me for the room. They just, you know, we order. Everybody orders food. So um I don't know if you want to think about
Possibly.
something like that.
Mhm.
But I can ask. You know, it doesn't hurt to ask.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I'd be curious to know if she has an idea for us
okay.
for like 20 people. Hmm. Mickey and Margs. Rena.
Hey,
So
I
fun.
like how you're thinking.
Well, so for 20, that would be 10 rooms then, you'd think? If you did it like a hotel, it'd be 2 per room. Is that, I don't know, was there
Well, and Nancy, if
not?
you're not familiar with the area, there's so many places there.
Mhm.
So, like for the last
Mhm.
time we went, Betsy, maybe, well, the last time Michelle and I went,
Mhm.
we stayed at, I want to say there was a Holiday Inn
Mhm.
Express or something,
Mhm. You didn't get.
and we could have walked to the
Oh,
the Dolphin and the Don. We didn't, but we could have. But you know, it was right there. And you know, we saw the fireworks from our room at night, which was kind of cool. So there are a lot of places right around there, Nancy, to stay.
Yes.
yeah.
Um,
I'm really familiar with Treasure Island and the whole strip down on the Gulf, Reddington Shores, Madeira Beach. That's where I go,
Hmm.
down there on the Gulf side. So I don't go inland as much.
Right.
So
Right.
it's not hard for me to fly by myself. I know Orlando's Orlando,
Yeah.
yeah.
but yeah, I mean, you guys are experts at that. I'm going to try to get another sponsor so I can, go.
Oh,
Well,
See.
this isn't, you don't have to have people. This is for all of us to
Oh, I
go.
thought you
The
had.
everybody.
only thing that would be the leader was Betsy's special dessert night.
Mhm.
Oh,
No,
I
this
got
is
you.
about everybody going.
Mhm.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not just for group leaders.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll see.
Yeah. You never
I'll
know.
see. Thank you.
If you could get there by then. Now, here's my question. How much of a problem is it going to be that we've got that Monday there as a holiday? Those of you
I
who
will make it
travel,
work.
who knows? What's that, Rena?
I said I will make it work.
You'll make it work. Yeah. I just didn't know because that's going
It's
to
my
be,
mom's birthday. I'm trying to
I know.
see if we can get her to come too.
That'd be good. Yeah. Okay.
Well, and I think there's a set of twins who have a birthday on October 13th. Just saying.
And that's the holiday. So we have to go to Epcot and make our way around the world with them because that's just going to have to happen then. Okay.
I was going to ask you that. Is that the food and wine weekend again? Because
Yeah.
Wendy and Michelle and I got into a little trouble there last time. Is Wendy still? Yep. Yeah.
Really?
It was fun.
We
It was
have
hot. Remember, it
a
was.
lot of good pictures from Disney over the years. So.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that gives me something to go on. So probably a house idea is not going to be a thing. Probably having a couple of options for hotels between the Swan Dolphin and then the Holiday Inn and then there's one other that was really great. Like I think it was the Spring Hill Suites was actually really inexpensive, and that was within 5 or 7 minutes as well. So we could have some options. And I'll call them and find out what it would cost to get that boardroom for the event for the meeting day, because that gave us privacy and it gave us just a really good area to operate in, for a meeting. And we could order in lunch. I was thinking that I would probably charge something for it, and then we could order in lunch from Costco instead of having to go out, because that took a lot of time last time. That was a challenge. So anyway, all right. Well, if you have any other thoughts, please flip them to me. You can just leave me a voice text tonight or tomorrow, and I'll start fiddling with the dates, and we'll figure it out. Now, here's the thing. For those of you who want to come in for the Mickey's Not So Scary, those tickets do sell out. And that would be on the Friday night. So you'd have to fly down Friday morning in order to do the Mickey's Not So Scary. And wait, yes, 10:10 on the 10th. Is that right? Get it straight. Hang on. Yep, 10:10. It would be the Not So Scary, but we would need to get tickets within the next several weeks. I'm sure of it, because it will sell out. And once they're sold out, they're gone, unless your name is Rena Medina and you know how to sweet talk. But she totally lucked out. I mean, literally, we didn't think that was going to happen. So it's a whole other story. But okay, well, keep me posted. And once I get some details, I'll go ahead and send out an email to the whole team, to the whole presser. I'll get Claire to make us a shareable for the team and start really pushing it and see who would like to come with us. For even just fly in Saturday, fly back Sunday night, even if somebody has to, because we'll finish up at probably 5:30. So somebody could take a late flight if they needed to get back. But that wouldn't be any fun. We don't want that for you. Stick around for the holiday and the birthday. Right? The twins. All right, ladies. Last thoughts, attitudes?
Betsy, would you like to text me to get with me before tomorrow night? Like, say, should we touch base like around 1 o'clock or something? Like, just to talk about what will happen after the meeting when I sign her up for her kit?
Yes.
I'm only going to put that in my mind for now. Just let's focus on getting her that kit, getting it ordered tomorrow night, getting Nicole's kit ordered, and then that's where I'm going to be at.
Okay, I have some thoughts about that. So
Okay.
let's definitely talk to her, but I don't know my schedule yet. I gotta look.
Okay.
I'll
All right.
you
Well,
with a
just
couple of
you can
options.
text me and let me know before. I'll be available whenever
Beautiful.
you are.
Thanks, Nancy.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
All right.
All right. Anybody else? Any other thoughts, attitudes, opinions? Especially attitudes.
I liked it. I liked this meeting. This was a good one.
Good. I wish I could have attended all of them and recorded all of the slides, but hopefully we'll have a chance to make our way through all of the slides from National Conference. Jill, I know you're in Florida. Wendy, you're in Florida. Do those dates even work for you guys? Would you be around those weekends? Anything happening for either of you?
Yeah, no, that's a good date for me.
Potentially a good date? Okay.
Wendy, you're on mute.
I'm sorry, Wend.
You're muted.
She's still muted.
Unmute.
We're lip reading. She can't.
Oh, okay.
It's not working. That's okay. She's shaking her head. No.
Okay.
There you are.
There she is.
I don't know if I can make it. We have an engagement party for Connor and Marina on that following Saturday. So depending on where we are with that,
Yeah.
I'll have to see.
Okay. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Good. Hooray. Okay. Cool. All right, kids. Well, thank you so much. Natasha, you better come. Michelle, you better come. That's all I can say. Debbie Pickens, you better come.
Okay, can I leave? Can I let everybody leave with a fun, well, I don't know, maybe an inspirational Michael Jordan quote?
Thank you.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I love it.
Well said.
That was beautiful. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I try to keep
Boom.
telling myself that every day.
It's really
Boom.
But maybe it'll
100%
help
the
one of
truth.
you.
100% the truth. Thank you for that. All right, ladies, love you.
Okay, I'll talk
Thanks,
to you
everyone.
tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
5:30 Central Standard.
Bye.
Bye, Wendy.
Great to see you.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.